So in our previous video, I kind of introduced this car, but today I'm here to actually tell you guys some of the differences between the A90 and the A91 cars. So some of you think, oh, all manuals are the same, but Toyota released a handful of special edition cars called the A91MTs. This is an A90MT. What we don't get is what I'm going to show you. One of the things, I could be driving down the road and no one even knows this is a manual transmission car, but this is the telltale sign. The A91MT is going to come with a red Supra badge. And let's go inside and talk about some of the differences. So first thing you're going to notice is the interior is completely different. This is going to have a full black interior, where the A91MT has a special, I forgot the name of the color, so put the comments down below, flame me, whatever you want to do, but it has a tan interior, kind of like the old school A80 Supras. The other thing is, right here, on the A91MTs, there's a serial number, a special badge, the 1 of 500. And those come in a see you later gray, as well as a flat matte white color. And sorry, I don't read the manuals all the time, so I do not know the colors. You guys can flame me in the comments below. But I do know the difference between the car. And actually, if you guys don't know, and if you're just watching this video for the first time, this is my fourth Supra, but I do drive these quite a bit. This car already has like about 300 miles or so on it. So in the previous video, I left some of my feedback on it. One more thing I want to add is, I feel like the springs are softer in this car, and I don't know if it's just because when you let off the throttle, the car kind of lunges forward in between the gears when you're not speed shifting, of course. But that's just something I noticed. Every passenger has kind of said to me like, oh, this one is so jerky and you don't know how to drive the transmission or something like that. But that's not the case. I've been driving manual transmission since I was 13 years old.
That can't be legal.
So as all Supras, basically you have to pull the latch twice. Most of you guys are gonna know that. But one thing that is different about this car, and we didn't know, and no one actually knew right away, we talked to Super Matt, which is one of our friends and followers on Instagram. The new cars, the A91s, have a Blitz style with a GR logo here, but a black and red strut tower brace, where this one gets the poverty braces. So this has been on the 21 plus cars. So this is a 23, and they've been continuing to do these. So a lot of people replace those. We're actually, in the previous video, I talked about how we're gonna switch it. We're gonna put the Cusco bar, we're gonna put some HKS bars, we're gonna do a lot of testing on this car, but we're 99% sure everything is exactly the same. This is a prototype. The boss man over at Cusco USA, Kenji, while he was at TAS, actually had this sent over to us. This is just a different color of the Cusco strut bar. This is gonna be carbon as well as like a weird bronzy color. Let me give you guys a sneak peek if I can get this open here real quick. So this is kind of interesting. So that's kind of cool, huh? And they have this color. We have the bar in this color for the GR86 as well as the 86, the previous generations, but we're gonna get this on and let you guys check it out. So this is just a little teaser of a prototype piece that we have here. One of the first mods that every Supra owner should actually do, let me see if mine's in here, if I threw it in the trunk. I've already pulled this out, I just put it back in here so you guys can kind of check it out. I do love the wireless charging tray for the iPhone. I do love the Apple CarPlay in this car, but you gotta take this out. This is all you do, you just lift this and pull this out and throw it out the window. Okay, this just allows a better reach for your phone. That thing, I mean, unless you want a hands off and you don't want to be touching your phone, keep that in there, but that's something that when I was leaving the dealership, that's the first thing I did to this car. This A90 has a leather shift boot in here, and I'm sure the aftermarket's gonna come up with an Alcantara style that's gonna replicate, or maybe they're gonna have different shift knobs and things like that. The A91 comes with an Alcantara shift boot and the knob up top here. So it's just a little bit different to feel. And again, the aftermarket's gonna come up with some cooler stuff for this one. The other big difference in this car is the seats. They actually have little suede inserts in the A91 edition. This is a full leather seat. So you can just do some B-roll that you're doing. And that's about it. This car will not come with a radar cruise control, because I think obviously you're in a gear. So when you're coming up to a car, it just doesn't do that. I don't think you're gonna use that anyways as much. So, I mean, that's just one thing that you're not gonna get, and you're probably not gonna get launch control, but you do get the third pedal. So you can kind of do some cool, fun stuff. So guys, that about wraps it up. This is our A90 car. Stay tuned, we're gonna be doing some mods. We're getting back into the Supra stuff. I know it's been a while. I've been over on the 86 Speed page, doing a lot of YouTube videos there with our GR86 and our BRZ. And now I'm gonna be a little bit all over the place. And actually we're trying to get some other people to do videos here for us as well. So if you know anyone, let us know. But I'm gonna be back on this for a while. I'm gonna try to bounce back and do some GR86 stuff. I'll put a link up there. You guys can check that out, where I've been hanging out and why I haven't been doing some Supra stuff for past almost a year maybe. COVID had a lot to do with it, things like that. But stay tuned, appreciate you guys, and stay tuned for the next video.